What's up, everyone? Welcome to Canine Kung Fu, your YouTube page for a brand new way to live with your dog. Today's video is all about how I train for powerlifting while having POTS syndrome and a couple other disabilities and using a service dog to mitigate that. If you love dogs and overcoming obstacles, please give a like and a subscribe. Before I cover anything else, we gotta consider safety first. Consider tethering your dog. I use a carabiner on the end of my leash to really help. There's a lot of things that can be dangerous to your service dog in a gym environment. I always try to make them comfortable, but as you can see in this clip, I am lifting two very heavy dumbbells over my head. There is a potential for me to fail during this lift, and I could drop that on him. That's why he's far away from me. In this clip, I was pretty sure I was going to fail this squat attempt. I was going crazy. He ain't even in the shot, because I don't even want to have that risk. If he was tethered to the squat rack, he could try to get involved, and we do not want that. In this clip, he's actually not tethered. I just thought he looked demure, and I'm actually stepping on the leash. He looked really cute there. So the first thing, if you have POTS, you're going to need yourself one of these handy dandy Fitbit or knockoff like watches. This lets me know if Gohan is accurate in his alert. Favorite parts of working out now is that I have to focus on having lots of sodium, so yummy drinks. To avoid bending, if it's not something I'm going to get Gohan to pick up, I put my objects in an elevated location, even if it looks ridiculous. As you can see here, I'm even avoiding bending up to pick up my own shoes. Gohan loves fetching my shoes for me. You will also notice service dogs aren't robots. He adds his own little flair to this while he's doing it, and he's totally allowed to do that. I truly believe all dogs that are capable of doing a retrieve should be taught how to do a retrieve. You never know if you're going to end up becoming disabled in your life. This is another really handy task. Prior to my health improving, I used to pass out all the time in the shower. It's a really easy place to get lightheaded. That's a big concern. I find squats to be less triggering for me, but I also have a very low heart rate as a base. But I have really considered and changed how I can train because I can activate my POTS while training. In terms of your service dog, if I'm not doing one of my big main lifts, I usually have the leash on him, but he is able to work with me not holding the leash. It's something I switch up. As you can see in my bench, the safest place for him is actually behind me. This was not something he liked originally. I had to train him a lot just to stay in that area. Now he sleeps and passes out. But him being able to stay calm while I am doing these lifts and also pay attention to me and check in between my sets to let me know what's going on with my heart, he picks it up faster than my watch. Gohan is probably the first ever service dog as to date that was trained with diagnostics in mind. I knew that I had other disabilities that the medical care was not picking up in Nova Scotia, and so he was trained to pay attention to the slightest changes and to alert me whenever he noticed something was wrong. I have a very good connection with the animals that I work and live with, so I kind of know what he's feeling and thinking by how he looks at me. And that allows me to kind of walk away from him at times and keep him in a downstay, and he will let me know even from a distance if he senses something wrong. Cannot speak enough about this good boy. Big change for me has been compression gear. I hate compression gear, but it does actually help the blood flow. But I've had to completely change how I approach my deadlifting and powerlifting journey, especially, as I've been mentioning, on the deadlift. There is nothing that triggers my POTS and could potentially trigger my POTS into a big episode by deadlifting and deadlifting too much or deadlifting on too many reps. If anyone is interested in me doing a video on this, I can kind of break down, and again, not a doctor, but I can break down what I am doing, and hopefully it could help someone else who is POTS and is interested in powerlifting. That being said, now that I have changed how I approach the deadlift, knowing that it can trigger my episodes, the only thing I've ever done worse than that is jogging for close to 3 hours. That's going to trigger a POTS episode if I don't preload with electrolytes. But now I'm starting to really enjoy my deadlifting because I understand that it's not even just a strength issue, it's a central nervous system electrolyte energy issue. So much has changed in this regard, and even down to the food that I'm eating. Not just high protein, but messing around with my carbs and my electrolytes is so critical for the kind of work that I'm going to be doing. And I get to make yummy food. I cannot complain about that. I've started cooking some bomb food really, really easily. Another thing to consider is your dog's going to get stressed out if you ignore alerts and ignore it trying to tell you what's going on. So make sure you take care of your dog, make sure you love your dog, make sure you check in with them. If I were to just get up and start my day without giving Gohan his cuddle time and checking in with him, he's going to be a wreck. He's not going to work as efficiently. He's going to make bigger errors because he just wants attention and he wants love outside of our working relationship. I truly hope I can make some great content for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like. Tell me if you like me. Tell me if you hate me. I'm here for all of it. The fact that you made it this far means that you are awesome. Check the bio for ways that you can help make this content great.